All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's been turn the music down. It's been a little while. Had to get through the holidays. Had to sort. If I can get my monitor switch over, that'd be great. There we go. It's been a little while. Had to get through the holidays. Had to get some things sorted and some things settled. But we're here. If you saw the post over on YouTube yesterday, you'll know that the schedule going forward will be Sunday mornings 10 a.m., Tuesday mornings, and Thursday mornings 10 a.m. for the next month and a half or so. And then I unfortunately have to go back to work. Let's bring that down a little. There we go. I unfortunately have to go back to work, and then we'll see where we go from there. So I put a poll out last night because we're playing Destiny 2. I get this audio in too. We're playing Destiny 2. And if you were here for the last stream, you'll know that I'm giving it a second chance. You know, I want to see if maybe I'm wrong about Renegades. Maybe I was wrong about Edge of Fate. I don't think I am, but we'll see what it is. And last time we were power grinding on the Titan. I have been doing that off stream for the past couple of days now, and I'm not having a whole lot of fun power grinding right now. So that's why instead of power grinding, we're going to play one of the characters I have on my alts that haven't done the new expansions. But first, we're going to crack into a nice energy drink. I'm not sponsored. Bring it over here. I'm not sponsored by Ghost, but they are delicious. Ghost, if you're watching, and I know you are, how about you send a sponsor? This is the orange creamsicle flavor, which a lot of people don't like. Personally, one of my favorites. So I put a poll yesterday, Warlock or Hunter, to see which people wanted. People liked more. People voted Hunter. So here's the game plan for today's stream. We're going to jump in on the Hunter. We're going to finish the final shape. And then we're going to go from there. I'm almost done with the final shape. I did technically start Edge of Fate a while ago on my Hunter. I've only done, I think, like the first section of missions. So I'm not going to replay them because eventually we're going to play them all again on my Warlock. But there is one caveat. One set of restrictions, if you will. Which, speaking of, we're gonna... I have picked one armor set. So right now, this is the Arcstrider build that everyone was using for Call to Arms. And these are the... My cat's going in her litter box. We're going to change out... These were just some guns that I had acquired during the Call to Arms event. We are going to change them out. I'm going to strictly only use gear that drops in the expansions and new gear going forward. So this, all of this in here, the vaults, I'm not touching. Same thing goes for exotics. I am strictly going to use whatever drops in-game rather than go into my vault and pull out old stuff and infuse and do all of that. And the reason being is because, personally, I think Destiny 2 is a little bit bloated right now, and I don't feel incentivized to use new gear because old gear is still so powerful and still so relevant. That's why I'm doing it this way. So, we got Kvashtov. I'm going to replace these two weapons with whatever drops in the Final Shape campaign. I don't know if I'm going to do all the post-campaign stuff again. We'll see. And then Artifact we'll just do as we go along. But we're going to dive in here. As you can see, I haven't done Renegades. Edge of Fate. Just to show you real quick what I have done. I've only done the Academy. Haven't done the Exiles Accord, haven't done the Steps, haven't done the Gorge, haven't done anything else on my Hunter. My Titan, yes, sir. As for the Dawning, if we get some of the daily challenges done as they update within the hour, cool. I'm not going to actively do that on this character either. One final note, the rewards pass, I'm not touching until I get to Renegades. So, without further ado, let's jump into the world. I don't even remember where I left off. I think I got Zavala. I can see the final shape. Slayer. I'm about halfway through, I'd say, of the final shape campaign. So we're going to dive in. I'm not doing anything on Legendary. I'm doing it all on normal. The reason being is I've already done it on Legendary. I don't want to do it again. I've gotten the emblems. I've gotten the, you know, the exotics, and I'm at a point in the game where the exotics from the Legendary campaign will just drop, or I can just focus some at Raoul. All right. Oh, this is where we're climbing the mountain, right? Okay.
Cayde, you've known the commander a long time. You ever seen him like this?
Worst I ever saw Zavala was right after the Great Disaster. Didn't know the light could go out of an Awoken's eyes till then. But this is something else. He's scared.
Oh yeah, he's
I've
scared.
seen him scared before, not like this.
The whole world's about to end.
The fear, I feel it too, but I don't know what he'll do with it.
Eris once told me fear is a knife. We can use it to hurt others or ourselves. But we also have the choice to sheath it.
Got some taken popping up on my route. Y'all okay?
Nothing I can't handle. If you need me to come over and give you a hand, let me know.
I forget how this build works.
Who put who on their back when we threw down?
Oh, come on. You caught me by surprise.
I actually forget. I haven't played this in a couple weeks. What is this build? Improves Ascension and Tempest Strike. Oh, okay, that's right. It's the slide one. No, it's just a little fissure. Thought it was a little light energy.
It's almost like he was never gone. Like the Traveler knew it needed to make the fire team whole again.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. It's real nice to see you all again, but the Traveler could have asked before yanking a guy back to life.
Well, you're gonna blame Crow, Cayde. I mean, Cayde.
I need to tell you something.
There he is. All right, so here it is.
Further. Meet me up ahead.
Oh, ominous and cryptic. My favorites. Yes, let's.
This will also be good because we'll get experience for Season Pass, and we'll get experience for... What am I have to... Oh, I'm missing something. For orders, which I haven't been having the most fun with. Oh, hold on. Hold that. Thank you. Thank you. Boink. Yoink. Okay. I forgot how good Kvashtov is. So in terms of power leveling on the Hunter, I probably will not do portal stuff until I'm through Renegades, because it just doesn't make sense, because we're going to get so many drops from Edge of Fate and Renegades simultaneously that it doesn't really benefit me to go into the portal and to farm out portal gear.
What was that?
especially because I want to use the gear that comes from Edge of Fate and the gear that comes from Renegades, because I have not. I really haven't touched any of that stuff on my Titan because I'm not incentivized to.
Back up. Crow wants to talk about how wonderful it is that the Traveler brought me back. Like Ikora hasn't done enough of that already.
It wasn't the Traveler. It was me. I wished my way here on an Ahamkara.
On an Ahamkara, the dragon that twists wishes and dreams into waking nightmares? What the hell made you think that was a good idea?
We were out of options. I remember thinking that I wanted to do this.
We gotta hold on, we gotta post
because
up.
I had to
There we
make
go.
things right. And just
It's gotta be
before I
cinematic,
plunged,
guys.
I remember thinking about the Great Kate 6. No light, no ghost. Fearlessly
I forget
staring
what my
into the
emotes are.
wrong side of his own gun.
Ow, hold on.
And there you were.
There we go.
And there I was.
There we
I should have
go.
told you sooner.
That's perfect.
No, you did the right thing keeping this between us. Ikora and Zavala can't know the truth. Not right now.
They need faith.
Right.
So the dawning ends
And I
Tuesday,
need a drink.
and I don't know when the next event is. I don't know if it's Arms Week or Call to Arms. And I have to make sure that I pay attention to when Call to Arms comes because I have 7 lawless vouchers to use. And I have to use them before the next Call to Arms event. Every 4 grants a consumable that guarantees a prime engram. I get enhancement cores in tier 3 or higher. So, thankfully we won't be too pressed for power level gear because my Titan's 470. So I'm going to just naturally level up, which is great because I'm such a low light level. Oh, here we go. Oh. Can I do this right now? Hold on. I don't think I can do this right now. If I can, I'm going to. Because I am trying to get all of them because I would like... Oh, I need Transcendence. I would like to get some titles. And who knows, we may even get some titles doing this whole endeavor on stream. Here, hold up. Yoink! Okay. Alright, so I think that this has to be set up. I don't know if you can do it in mission. You cannot. It does not look like you can do it in mission. That's an absolute bummer. Oh well. We'll find them. Because if we look at... Just looking at my titles, I do not have many. I would like to get the Final Shape title. I'm almost halfway done. I just have to do Pathfinder, reset my Ghost rank 2 more times, do the Moth Cavern, destroy all the geometries, which is what we just saw, collect all the feathers, which I only need 10 more, and then get trophies. And I think the only trophy I'm missing is the ship, which we get from the Triumph. Yeah, so all in all, we have our work cut out for us. I also would like to get the Edge of Fate title. That requires me doing the missions on Mythic. I might need to call in some help for that.
These Vex are followers of the Witness. It's all divisive. The same zealots from the Black Garden.
I know all about the Black Garden. You sure you don't want to talk about why you're
Do
back?
you know about
The
Black
why
Garden,
doesn't
Crow?
matter. Never did. Just stay focused and clear a path up the mountain.
I love me that rocket pistol. Yoink! As an Arc Strider, rapidly defeat enemies. Yeah, okay. Oh. Hold on. Oh, no. No. Oh, okay. Can I do this? I can't. That's a bummer. All right. Fine, fine. I won't detour anymore. We'll go and do the campaign. We'll play the game how it wants to be played. Just stop that wyvern dead to rights. What's also great about the campaign is there's a bunch of times where you can just run past everything. You really don't have to fight everything in your way. You know, do with that information what you will.
Listen, Crow, right now, I just need to do something that feels normal, okay? And blasting Vex feels really, really normal.
Just know that the Traveler hasn't abandoned you, Cade. Even if you can't use the light is still part of you. I don't think my wish could have brought you back without it. You could be capable of things you don't even realize.
Foreshadowing. Huge foreshadowing. Also, I like in the trailer that the scaling of the wall was a big deal. They played up like we're gonna fall. It's gonna be this whole thing. And then we do it and it just takes 3 jumps. Which, that's something that I've had a discussion with a friend of mine. Is it seems like Bungie's marketing team is a little too heavy-handed with what they show and what they don't show. And sometimes I wish they wouldn't show as much. Because by the time we get to the expansion, it feels like we've seen everything that we can see. Okay, here we go. Point. Where are the other ones? Oops. Not good. Hold that. And hold that. Okay, there we go. Just had to break the shield. That's all that I had to do. Oh, nope. He got his shield back. That's a bummer. Just hit that. Boop. So I think if they didn't show as much in their trailers, I think expansions might be received a little bit better. I don't know when it started, but I just know that in recent years, it's really felt like they've just been heavy-handed. Oh, we gotta do this again. Oh. Pyramid. I completely forgot I had to get the sigils. Pyramid witness. Okay. I would have just kept running around and not even paying attention. And there we go. Is this the one where we... Is this the mission where we fight the big Vex Hydra at the end of it? Okay. So it seems like we're going to cap out at 300 from the expansion gear, which isn't... It's not terrible, because Edge of Fate's gear will bring us up higher. Renegade's gear will bring us up higher, and then once we're there, and we've done all of that, then we can start doing... Then we can start doing power grinding stuff. I do want to know if the syndicates, if the reputation on them are account-wide or character-wide. Because if they're account-wide, then I'm just going to pick the same syndicate on all 3 characters to just boost it. If they're character-wide, then what I might do is just pick a different syndicate on each character. I didn't think I'd hit that. Yoink! Oh, you didn't die? Well, damn. Give me my bolts back. It's the least you can do. Yeah, this is the one where we fight the giant Vex at the end.
You know, one of the first things
And then I think it's the strike.
was that I was capable of great
And then I think it's the finale.
her a little.
In what way?
pain in my ass.
There we go. Yoink. Just gonna make my way over here. Don't mind me. And time to fight the boss. I forget if this boss is damage gated. I think it is.
We found a Vex mine. It must be in charge of things here.
Well, whatever you're doing, it's pissed off everything in the wall.
Get blasting, Guardian. We'll cover your back.
Yeah, damage gated.
This reminds me of a shootout I had on Venus. Wound up stuck under a Cyclops for 2 hours.
You almost sound like you're having fun.
Aren't you?
Just use rocket pistols because I've power crept everything. That's the problem when you play the events. You kind of power creep a lot of stuff just because of the gear that drops. And this isn't even... I don't even think this is a god tier rocket pistol. I think it's just a random roll that I kept. I'll tell you right now while I hide like a coward. Yeah, what does this have? Reverberation, jolting feedback. I think I just got it from doing a portal activity. Where'd he go? Come here. Look at him try and juke me out. But he's not fast enough. I think I have to do this twice. Now the question is... Witness. Oh, get me out of here. I don't want to be stuck with this guy. And... Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay, I remember now. So it's Witness. Witness Pyramid. A pyramid. Okay, we went down the right one at least. That's the veil. There we go. He should be available. All right. Do this. Do this. Just build up. And boink. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. And that should do it. That did it. We just needed one extra bolt.
Vex are in retreat. Good work.
I'm picking up a massive new energy signature. Ghost, do you feel that?
I do. The Vex mine must have been obscuring it. It's this way.
Okay. So I'm going to infuse this armor set to 300, and then when we start earning new legendary gear is when I'm going to start slotting out pieces. I've toyed with the idea of doing a full fresh account run with Destiny. If I do it, it'll be on Steam, but it'll only happen if Bungie does one of two things. If Bungie does a Destiny Classic, where they bring back all the old Destiny content, or B, if they do Destiny 3. If they announce Destiny 3, I will go to Steam, I will buy Destiny 2, the Legacy Collection, and I will do an entire fresh run on stream. Which I really like doing. That's something I enjoy doing in World of Warcraft.
The energy signature is coming from over there.
Is making alts. I like starting from nothing and building my character back up. That's my biggest, not my biggest. That's one of my problems with Destiny 2
This
is that
is where I found your body,
everything is just tied together.
where I
Hold on,
brought you
we'll wait
back
till this
for
is
the
done.
first time.
This is a really great scene.
This is where everything started. There's an intense amount of light welling up from this fissure.
That light. That's what it used to be like here. Pure and powerful. The golden feeling you get when you're holding a winning hand. Just forever.
I think this is when we get Transcendence. Yeah, Storm's Edge.
That power. Wait. Taken. We have taken incoming. Guardian, let's show them what the Traveler gave us.
So as I was saying, I want to do a fresh run. I'm gonna wait till we get one of those big announcements. And the reason being is I like making alts. I have a lot of alts in World of Warcraft, and my friend gets mad at me because I won't finish one character. Like, I won't finish an expansion on one character, and I'll just be like, yeah, you know what, I want to play this now. And he'll get mad, and he'll be like, dude, just finish your Warlock. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to try Paladin. I want to see what it's like. Maybe make a Death Knight. That's one of the things I love about Destiny 1, is if you go back and play Destiny 1 now, and you have an established account, and say you have a character on there that's done all the raids, it's got max power level, and you make a new character on that account, a fresh alt, you will start at 0 and you will not be power boosted at all. You will have to grind out white gear, green gear, blue gear, purple gear, chase exotics, and there's no slingshotting of the power. So it's a traditional grind back up to the start, and I know a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people like that the fact that their power level on an alt in Destiny 2 gets slingshot. And I'm going to be honest, I was excited for the change when it came. But now, one thing I miss is starting from 0. And I think part of that is also because Destiny 2, there's no more rarity. It's just legendary and exotics. And I know there's tiers, but if you make a fresh character, you're getting thrown legendaries right out of the gate. You're not getting blues, you're not getting greens, you're not getting whites. So you don't feel the power fantasy of being freshly risen, starting at 0, and climbing to max power, to being this overcharged entity. So that's why if they announce Destiny 3 or Destiny Classic, I will go on Steam and do a whole fresh run with nothing on it. And I will buy all the expansions again. It'll be one hell of a playthrough, I'll tell you that.
But without a plan on how to use them, we're as good as dead. Worse.
But we can't overlook the fact that it is helping us, directly. It gave us Cade.
And it's not enough. When I was at my family's homestead, something reached out. A voice, a new voice, calling to me, trying to get my attention.
That wasn't your wife.
I know. It was a statue draped in a veil, a relic of the witness.
What are you suggesting?
You've seen the witness. You know what it wants to do to us. Maybe it's imprisoned others like that.
No. It's a trick, Zavala. The witness is weaponizing your grief and desperation against you.
What do you know about grief and desperation? Except how to turn it off.
That's not fair.
Listen, Commander.
All right.
Cade thinks we still might be able to get insight from the Traveler. Commune with it, like Ikora was.
I didn't actually look at these. I think this is
The Guardian received a
arc,
vision
center,
before
sustained kinetic weapon damage, and rapid final blows that generate unique ammo brick.
Cade's out there.
Oh, this is great. We're using Kvashtov. Hell yeah.
And when that fails,
Sword will do that. Void elemental buff. Stun a champion, you gain energy. Defeating an arc debuff target grants bolt charge. Yeah, we'll take that. And we'll take armor smith for right now. I'll probably redo all of this when we get into renegades, because we'll get the Praxic blade and then I'll change everything. Defeating a weakened target, sniper rifle stack, connect weapon damage against powerful. Yeah. And arc weapon final blows if you support. Okay, there we go.
The Traveler chose you. Chose us. We were led here, shown where we first met, where you rose in the light. These new powers you've been able to harness since we arrived, they're growing stronger. You have too. The Traveler is empowering us to be its champion. Zavala may be dead set on.
Do you guys know, are the Micah 10 quests account wide or character wide? Because I'm gonna be honest, I do not want to redo those. I think the 2 exotic quests are character wide.
We can't let the Witness pick us apart.
So I think I'm just gonna go through the campaigns and then we can play around and do other stuff at another time.
Let's catch up with Cade and Crow and find
But
a
this
way
way
to
I
make
can
contact.
get through renegades and really go into stuff. Ghost is confident that all signs point to the Traveler playing an active role in your fight against the Witness and its forces. Unlike Zavala, his faith seems unshakable. For the first time in his life as a Guardian, Zavala wishes to look to the darkness for answers. But both Cade and Ikora believe it's worth trying to commune with the Traveler again instead. Regardless of who's right or wrong, you must at least try. Find a reliable way to connect with the Traveler. Listen to the radio. Okay.
Cade, he's not the same. as he
Guys, he's right here.
Went out in a blaze of glory? Go ahead, you can say it. Wait. Did someone join our call?
Guardian. We were just discussing Zavala's crisis.
He's right next to me, Ikora. Why are you talking?
You feel it too. He's wandering.
Crisis? The man lives and breathes crisis, Ikora. He's having a hell of a week, but I mean, he's the commander.
Our friend is hurting.
Okay. Push. All right, into the deep.
Crow, Cade, if you can read us, we're coming with you. What's the plan?
Those big cracks we've seen? Light's been spilling out of them like an open wound. I heard something in them up in the mountain. Noises, feelings. Hard to explain.
Cade thinks these cracks might be a vector we can use
I
to reach
want
out to the Traveler.
to like
Communicate with it, like Ikora was
Destiny
like.
again. I want to fall in love
When you were
with
powered
Destiny
by that
again.
fissure near our camp, it diminished.
And
So we need to find more.
that's the whole reason I'm doing this.
Backtracking.
But I want to be completely transparent with you guys. If we get to a point where
Couldn't figure out where it was.
I'm just not looking forward to playing Destiny on stream on Sundays,
Keep calm.
we will pivot to something else entirely. So this isn't a cemented in stone thing, because something I've struggled with over the past couple of years is feeling like I have to play something or I have to do something on stream instead of just being fully myself and allowing the enjoyment to come and go. In fact, I talked about that on my most recent podcast episode, where you don't have to feel pressure to play something. If you're not having fun, stop playing it. Follow the enjoyment, because that'll get you to play things more. That'll get you to play more games. Oh, this is where we gotta break the little shields, right? So, what? I've actually. Is there anything back here? No. Okay. So, we're doing this. We're gonna get through the campaigns, and then at any point, I may just decide, hey, you know what? I gave it a second chance. I'm not feeling it. I'll take a break and I'll come back when I'm feeling it. Because I did come back at Call to Arms right before Renegades dropped, and I have kind of been playing nonstop since Renegades came out. And that's why I'm switching characters, because I'm starting to feel that enjoyment on my Titan slowly start to wane from the expansion. Where did he... Get him out of my face, please. Oh, it opened? Okay. I didn't know it opened. I was waiting to see if there was another... If there was another little pyramid thing I needed to shoot. But can you mantle? Hold on. Thank you. I think I was bouncing off the wall. Grab this. Well, I died. First death of the run. You know, not too bad. Okay. Can you show me... Hold on. There we go. I don't want to make the same mistake twice. Why do I have an arc? Oh, this is from the artifact. Hold on. We'll grab that. Grab that. There, and he's free. And I missed him completely. That's why I'm so great at this game. Really am. Like, I should be on a world's first team. I can barely hit my shots. I'm missing my melees. All right. Actually, I don't have the I can't bake. Hold on. Can I bake cookies through the event? I don't have the oven. I can't bake cookies on this character. That's crazy. Absolutely wild. All right. That's fine. We're not here to bake cookies. We're here to get through the expansion. We get through the expansion. And then we're going to move on to Edge of Fate. And we're going to see if I liked it as much as I did my first time playing it. Because I really did enjoy Edge of Fate. And I did not enjoy Renegades so much. I know everyone's been telling me Renegades is this great expansion. And I think it's a good expansion. But I do not think the story is as good as everyone's making it out to be. Now, it's not me shitting on it. Before everyone gets up in arms and thinks I'm just this negative Nancy that shits on the game. No. I give Bungie their flowers when they earn them, and I give them their critiques when they earn them. Me, personally, I did not like Dredgen Bale. I did not like his character. I thought he was acted fine. I wished that they had went the route of making him a legit Dark Guardian, a legit Dredgen. I didn't like the fact that he was human. I actually thought that took away from his character, because it made it seem to me that he was only acting the way he was acting because he didn't have any powers. And I know everyone's like, you gotta read the lore book about his mom, about the Guardians, and I get that. But to be honest, it still doesn't do it for me. I would have much rather him be a true Dredgen, a true Dark Guardian, and start trying to amass an army. Now, I do like the fact that he's being manipulated by Six. I think that's really cool. I do like the fact that we're probably going to Old Chicago for the next expansion this year. That's really cool. Here, hold this. What do you mean immune? Oh, I have to break the shields. Okay. I was confused for a second. Alright, come here. You think you can hide yourself from me, lass? Oh, how mistaken you are. I've also been playing a lot of Space Marine 2 with my friend, so I'm really in a headspace of glory to humanity. Purge the Xeno and burn the heretic. Which, that's something okay, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna stand on this hill, and I don't care, and I've said this to other people. I miss when the aliens in Destiny were the bad guys. Alright? I miss when they were the bad guys. I miss when it was a big deal that the Battle of the Six Fronts happened, that Twilight Gate happened. I missed it when it was a big deal that the Great Disaster happened. Now it's, oh, there's only some sects of the aliens that are bad guys, and most of the aliens are the good guys. I don't care. I want the aliens to be bad guys again. That's one thing I liked about Renegades, and I will say this. I liked that, what's-his-face? The leader of the Imperium. I liked that he was pissed off that Kaido was helping us. And I think that's my favorite line in the expansion so far, is you're going through, I believe it's the first mission, and he says something to the effect of, "You bled for their city, now bleed them." I thought that was giga. Because it's like real conflict. They're pissed off and annoyed that their leader, instead of going to their homeworld to reclaim it from the Hive, are sitting here and helping humans. It's fantastic. And that's one thing that I missed. I missed when the aliens were the bad guys. Not just the Taken, not just the Dread, not just the Vex. Don't even get me started on the Vex. The Vex have been the most just out of this world bad guy alien into the game. And all of a sudden they paint their legs blue and everyone goes, "Vex in pants! Vex in pants! Oh, it's the greatest thing." It's like, buddy, the Vex are literally trying to erase us from time. And just because some of them didn't like Maya Sundaresh, now it's all great. I'm all for expanding the universe. I understand that. But it feels like instead of there being small sects of the Fallen or of the Cabal, or I guess the Hive really is a small sect of them that are bad guys, instead of it being that, it seems like the majority of the alien races in Destiny are now good guys, and there's small sects that are bad guys. That's not compelling to me. It doesn't make the world feel deadly. The thing about Destiny 1, and I know people will sit there and harp rose-tinted goggles, nostalgia, whatever, this, that, and the third. The thing about Destiny 1 that was so great is that it wasn't this fantasy sci-fi game. No, it was, if you really think about it, a post-apocalyptic sci-fi shooter. We were exploring a world devastated by an apocalypse. Not a man-made one, but an apocalypse nonetheless, and everything in that world was out to kill you. The Hive, the Fallen, the Vex, and the Cabal. Everything was out to kill you, and when the Taken showed up, that made it 10 times worse. But as Destiny 2 has gone on, it doesn't feel that way. And I think that's why Age of Triumph was such a big deal. Narratively, not just mechanically. Age of Triumph, mechanically, in my opinion, is still one of the best periods this game has ever seen. I think that was when they got everything right in this game. You had your weekly playlists, which is what they're trying to do with the Portal. These things down here, solo ops, fireteam ops, arena ops, all of that stuff, when you go back into Destiny 1, those were your weekly playlists. And they gave you rewards, and they gave you specific rewards during Age of Triumph. And there was even a featured raid, where you go do that raid and you get specific rewards, you get the ornaments. So mechanically, Age of Triumph, I think, was the best time to play this game ever. And I'll die on that hill. I don't care if you say I'm nostalgia baiting or I've got rose-tinted goggles on it. I really don't care. But narratively, it was so great because you spend all of Vanilla, all of the Dark Below, House of Wolves, Taken King, even Rise of Iron. You spend all of that fighting to survive. Not to thrive, but fighting to survive. And then you get to Age of Triumph, and you finally get a narrative beat where the city comes together and the speaker goes, "We are in an age of triumph. The age of darkness is over. We pushed back against the darkness. We fought back against the enemies of humanity. And now we have a moment of respite." That's why the launch of D2, and I know what nobody liked the launch of D2 because of the end game and the mechanics and how there was double primaries. I understand that. But when you look at it from a narrative perspective, that's why the launch of D2 was a big deal. Because you go from Age of Triumph, this age of a little bit of rest, of a little bit of levity, of release, immediately into being caught up in a siege on your own home turf. Absolutely fantastic. I don't feel that way anymore. I don't feel, excuse me.
We
I
found
don't
one of the
feel like
creatures, but
there
the
are things
light
out there that can
was
hurt us.
Strangled by something. Held back.
Mechanically, it's because we power creep everything.
Tightening its grip on the traveler.
I mean, that's the,
I ain't giving
what are you
up.
gonna do
I'm gonna go
when you
check
have a
back
game
around the
running
window
since
and see what I
2014?
find up there.
Or, I'm sorry, D2 launched 2017, so 8 years.
It's a bit of a backtrack, but it's a strong signal.
Thanks, Glint.
But
We'll check that one out next.
where am I going? Okay, mission done. Attempt to communicate with the message part. Oh, that's right. We have to do the lost sectors. I forgot. But that's mechanically. Narratively, I mean, it doesn't feel. Let's see. Where's the timeline? Do I have? Hold on. Is that really the next main mission? Oh, it is. Okay. All right, fine. Where are we? Can we go to the timeline, please? So let's go back here. The Red War, narratively, is a scary thing. I know we get our light back a little too early. That's a problem with the writing. I don't think that's a problem with the lore. That's just a problem with how Bungie wrote this. I think if you didn't have us get our light back until the end, it would have been much better. I also made a video, which I'll link for you guys here in chat, about why I think Dominus Ghaul is the most wasted potential in Destiny. I made it a while ago, so you gotta bear with me. I made this. Okay. I'll put it here for you guys in chat, if anybody is interested. Bungie, the way they wrote Ghaul could have been one of the greatest villains we had ever faced instead of just being a one-off. They really could have made the Red War feel menacing, and they just didn't. That's neither here or there. But that was the last. That was a time where it was shit hit the fan, right? And it was like, all right, our backs are against the wall. We really got to fight to save our lives. What is this new player got? Learn more about the future. No, okay. Hold on. Do I sneeze? Curse of Osiris wasn't really like, oh gosh, the world is ending. It was like, hey, this guy hasn't been around forever, and we got our first ping that he may not be dead. Okay. Warmind, same thing. They didn't write Zol very well. Zol could have been really cool. Nokris could have been really cool. That's on the writing. But I didn't really feel the pressure in game. Forsaken, as another expansion, shit hits the fan. Cayde 6 is dead, backs against the wall. We need to do something about it. Fantastic. Shadowkeep, not really. Again, all of these things are written to be imminent threats in the universe, but when you look back on them, hindsight can be 20/20. Shadowkeep, not really that big of a deal. The Scarlet Keep comes up. We go deal with Crota's, what is it? Crota's daughter or something? Okay. There's no real threat. Beyond Light, again, I think the bigger threat in Beyond Light wasn't so much Eris. I think Beyond Light was more just a means to give us stasis and to bring back the stranger and to start setting up the witness and all of that stuff. Now, Witch Queen's another instance where backs are kind of against the wall. Savathun's trying to kidnap the Traveler, trying to steal the light. There's all these secrets. It's you know, True Detective kind of thing. Good job. Lightfall did not feel the imminent threat. I know Callus is a big force in this. It just doesn't feel... I don't feel the stakes in Lightfall. And listen, if we go back and I replay through all the expansions again, I will probably talk about this more in depth. But the final shape, we feel shit hits the fan, right? Obviously, Edge of Fate is not that way because Edge of Fate is more about a setup. And Renegades, I don't feel the threat of Renegades to the same level that we felt with things like Oryx, with things like Cayde 6 dying. And it's not a lack of lore. It's more so, I think, of how they write. And I think that's why a lot of people like Destiny 1 a lot more. And it's not that Destiny 1 is a better game, because mechanically, when you play Destiny 2 feels better to play. I replayed Destiny 1 right before Final Shape. I went from a fresh new light character all the way up to Rise of Iron. And while I enjoyed it, Destiny 2 feels better to play. It's like when you go back, this happened to me with Borderlands 2 as well. When you go back to Borderlands 2, and then you go to Borderlands 3, objectively, Borderlands 3 is a better game to play. It feels better to play between the gunplay, the movement, the leveling, the abilities, all of that stuff. I just want...
The energy signature glint detected is somewhere in this region, but there's
I
no
want
clear
Destiny to feel,
Let's see if we can find a route.
for lack of a better term,
Managed to connect
desperate.
with the Traveler.
I want to feel
What would you have to do?
desperation in this
Try to
game.
help? Easy.
And I don't think Bungie is good at writing that anymore. And I think the tonal shift from this post-apocalyptic sci-fi shooter to this fantasy shooter is a big reason for that. I think if we went back to getting by the skin of our teeth instead of just being these god slayers,
I think we found a passage down to the coordinates you sent.
I think it would make a
Go ahead,
difference.
Be careful. There's nothing down there the Guardian can't handle. You ghosts are always so worried about us, but never.
That's why one of the things I want for Destiny 3 is a time skip. I want a huge time skip. I want our Guardian to die in between Destiny 2 and Destiny 3, and I want Destiny 3 to open up with
Lucent Hive.
Saint 14 giving our eulogy. Because we saw it in the corridors of time.
No, hold up. You told
It's
me
the perfect narrative device
witness.
They aren't.
to set up a new game.
Not here.
And see, this is why I still like the Hive, because the Hive are still villains. I know Savathun wasn't really a villain in Final Shape, but because we killed the Echo of Oryx, she's now declared war on us. But the Hive, Savathun's Hive, and Xivu Arath's Hive are villains. And I want all the other alien races to do that as well, on that big of a scale. Give me this. And come in here. Boink. But going back to Destiny 3, I think you do a time skip. You have our Guardian die. You really set up the winnower. You open the game with Saint 14 giving our eulogy. You use it word from the corridors of time. And I think you'd have one banger of a story. And I know there are people that don't want Destiny 3 because they think Bungie's going to make the same mistakes that they did when they launched Destiny 2. I'm going to be honest. They could. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they won't. They absolutely could. Oh, wait, I forgot I have to do this. No! Oh. Okay. But they could also not mess it up, and Destiny 3 could launch with all of the lessons actually learned between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. And we could get the Destiny experience that we're always meant to have. But if they never make a Destiny 3, then we'll never get them. Am I missing? Oh, there it is. I know there's rumors and leaks and reports that Destiny 3 is in early development. I wouldn't be surprised. I think Sony knows the potential of the franchise. And I think Sony wants to get the most money out of their investment. And I think the way to do that... Hold on. I died. Oh, that's so dumb. I think the way to do that is to make Destiny 3. I don't see Marathon being this big hit that everyone thinks it's going to be. I think Marathon could be a good game. Come on, pop the Shrieker. Hello? Do I have to open the next portal too, I guess? I think Marathon can be a good game. I don't think it's going to take the industry by storm. I don't think it's going to pull people away from games like Arc Raiders and Tarkov. I think diehard Bungie fans will play it. I don't think the Destiny community is going to mass migrate to it. And I have a feeling that's what Bungie's kind of hoping for. That's where these rumors are starting to pop up, that they're already pulling people from Marathon over to this rumored Destiny 3, which could be true, could be false. Who knows? You know, it's a rumor. You got to take it with a grain of salt. Oh, it's not another paste bin leak like we got with Witch Queen that ended up almost all being true. I think what's going to happen is Marathon's going to launch to average reviews, and what will then happen is, because I think we have 1 or 2 more expansions in the Fate Saga. The Fate Saga is going to carry us at least for another year, if not 2. There we go. So, we have the Alchemist. I don't know what's after the Alchemist, if there even is going to be something after the Alchemist. But what I foresee happening, and I could be completely wrong, and I'll take that L if I get it, but until then, this is what I think is going to happen, and I'm going to stand to my guns. Stick to my guns, rather. I think Marathon's going to come out to average reviews. It's going to be looked at as a good game, not a necessarily great game. We're going to infuse that because that stat distribution is absolutely atrocious. Same thing with this. I don't like snipers. I just don't. And within the first year of Marathon's release, we are going to get some form of an announcement from Bungie, whether it's, hey, we're releasing a Destiny anniversary collection, which includes a Destiny 1 port to Steam, and we're unvaulting all the expansions. The fact that the old expansions are basically not playable as far as Red War to Warmind, I don't know if we'll ever get that as much as I want it, and I've accepted that. But we'll either get that or we will get a Destiny 3 announcement. Because if you remember, they told us that they were going to talk about the future of the franchise. We haven't gotten that blog post. And something I brought up to a friend of mine is we have not heard from Tyson Green outside of the interview he just did last month about how they didn't, they learned their mistakes from Edge of Fate and they took chances that didn't pay off. We've not heard from him as game director at all. Some people may like that, some people may not. But when you look at how much we heard from Luke Smith, how much we heard from Joe Blackburn, it's very odd. And I wonder if it's because he's been tied up with the lawsuit that they just settled out of, or if it's because there's a fire in the building and they're trying to put it out. Player numbers are dropping. It's no secret. Nobody's playing this game. And they're trying to get players back. I genuinely believe we are not too far away from Destiny 2 going into a maintenance mode. And them starting to work on something else. Is that after The Alchemist? I don't know. I really don't know. But what I do know is that if this next update, which is, what is it, Shadow and Order? Right, this is the season of the Lawless. I think this next update is Shadow and Order. Honestly, it looks like Alchemist may be the last expansion of the Fate Saga. Unless they redo this whole page and shift everything over. Just looking at the UI, it looks like right here is where they'll put the Alchemist. They'll put the planet down here and the 2 seasons marked with it. If Shadow and Order is anything like Ash and Iron, I really see Sony stepping in and just saying, you're done. We're going to do this now. Because I don't know if the game survives after that. And I mentioned it earlier, I think Bungie thinks that all of these Destiny players are just going to migrate to Marathon because Bungie made it, and I don't see that happening. I'm not going to. I was interested in Marathon when it was originally revealed, and it was going to be fully customizable, and then once they shifted to this, for lack of a better phrase, hero shooter style, where you have one, operator, and you go in and out, and they have a set kit, and that's that. I immediately clocked out. And then I saw the art style, and I clocked out even more. Some people like it. The art style is not for me at all. I have to go up there? What's up there? Hold on. Can I? Oh, I can. Oh, good. Okay. I forgot I could Sparrow. That makes my life easier. But I don't think it's going to have this big crowd that everyone thinks it's going to have. Even after the latest Vidoc showed that they changed a bunch of stuff. But we'll see what happens. Could be good. Could be bad. I don't know. I want Destiny to continue. But if we live in a day and age where Bungie fails and Destiny dies before we get the final part of the story, then you just go play something else. It'll be a fun run. Let's not forget, a lot of people stopped playing Destiny 2 after the final shape because they felt that the story was over. They felt satisfied and entirely within their right to do so. They said, I played the game for 10 years.
There's a Hive Lightbearer down here, a wizard. And
I saw the end of that 10-year story with the witness,
it's fighting the Taken.
and
Not your enemy. This one will assist you.
and I'm, you know,
You must hurry.
and I'm done.
Converging on what you seek.
Now, there are other people that read the lore of Salvation's Edge and went, oh, this isn't the end. This isn't the finale. There's something bigger out there. This is not the winnower. And they wanted to see that to its conclusion. That's why I'm still here. But I'll tell you one thing, I do not have the same drive and motivation to play this game that as I once did. And a lot of that has come from design choices and design philosophy. Some of it has come from narrative choices. I've heard people say that they don't feel like Destiny 2 is made for them anymore. I started feeling that with Ash and Iron. And I think one of the reasons that's the case, at least for me, and I just mentioned it, is that shift tonally from this post-apocalyptic sci-fi shooter where humanity is small and alone and everything is out to get us, to this fantasy shooter where we have armor made to look like knights and to look like dragons and to look like this, that, and the third, where the coolest part of Destiny 1 was its aesthetic. And that aesthetic is gone. Everything is bright and colorful. There's no... Oh, let's go bully these guys. Omen of the Witness. There's no... There we go. There's no difference in tone. I mean, you go to the EDZ, it's just as bright and colorful as walking into the start of the Pale Heart. But the one thing I think a lot of people who stopped playing because they said they don't feel like this game is for them, I think one of the major reasons is, I mean, look at the armor sets. Right? They don't feel like, what is this, Limitless Subversion? When did this come out? Season of Defiance. They don't feel like sci-fi sets. Like, what if this screams sci-fi? Because remember, Destiny was always pitched as sci-fi with a bit of fantasy. And now what we're getting is, it seems like we're getting fantasy with a bit of sci-fi. I mean, we're going to run around in slacks and a cardigan fighting aliens? You go back to some of these older sets from... Where's the... Is that the armor set page? Are these all the armor sets? Yeah, archive, I guess. Oh no, that's the savings page. They should be back here. Hopefully. Those are all the ornaments, weapon ornaments. No, okay, so that was... These are the armor sets. They don't feel like space sets. Like, this is just a gladiator set. And you call me a negative Nancy, but again, I think that's why a lot of people felt like the game isn't made for them, because it's become more like Fortnite than anything else. I've said it before. Why does Destiny need to collab with everybody? Why do we need Star Wars collabs and Witcher collabs? In my opinion, the only collab that ever made sense... Oh, I died. The only collab that... Oh, no, I didn't. I can live. I can fight. The only collab that ever made sense was the Sony collab because of the partnership. But, you know, we got a Sony collab, a Fortnite collab, an Assassin's Creed collab, 2 Star Wars collabs, a Witcher collab. Can you really blame people for leaving? Because what they once loved is unrecognizable to them? I can't. But listen, if you like that stuff, I'm not saying you're wrong for liking it or it's bad to like that. I'm saying I can understand why people feel that it's entirely out of place, especially because I feel a lot of it's out of place. I missed. Oh, that guy's a jerk. Yeah, go back there. Stand in the shockwave. I can't believe that happened. I'm so annoyed. I'm so mad now. Oh, yoink. Get out of my face. Oh, yoink. Just do this. Oh, I didn't have my... Yoink. There we go. And that's not to say there's no hints of that sci-fi or the bones of that post-apocalyptic sci-fi stuff, because there are. You look at some of the dungeon armor for the Foundries, like the Hake armor. That's there. If you look at the armor sets for, what is it? Warlord's Ruin, the Dark Age armor sets, that's there.
This one is Lusaku. This one is not your enemy.
What is going on? How did you get here?
Infiltrated the Black Fleet at the Witch Queen's command. Drawn here when the vessel passed the threshold. The sky, the light calls to this one.
But I'll be here
The gardener's touch is
streaming and playing Destiny until they drive me away.
Gardener.
I've taken breaks before.
The traveler drew you here.
I'll take breaks again.
not all reborn for a purpose.
If this is a trick,
The sky is too bright here for shadows of deception.
Oh no.
Do the gardener's
Territorial contracts. I guess that is account-wide, so that's cool.
interfere with its message.
Cade, Crow, we're clear for you to transmat in.
The-
Fisher hasn't been infected yet.
I'll be here until they push me out. And then when they push me out, we'll find something else to play. That's why I'm only doing Destiny streams once a week, because I still want to play it, but not as much as I used to.
I don't hear anything.
Whereas
Mind if I try?
I have a backlog of 103 games. That's what I want to focus on that, especially going this year.
It's a child's voice. Are you serious? Yeah, no, it's whispering something. Crow, why did you murder the handsomest hunter in Seoul?
That's funny.
Bastard.
Very on brand.
Whoa, wait. You hear that?
Come on, knock it off.
No, I'm serious this time. No,
Cutscene. I will say, when they want to use their production money, absolutely slaps.
Oh, hey, you're here too. Great. Maybe we can.
dude, I remember when this cutscene was in the trailer.
Oh, Ikora's gonna love this.
Everyone was losing their minds.
Devotion. Bravery.
Oh, this is the battle for the Elixni Quarter. Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
The Guardian tenants.
Hi.
Sundance? Is that really you?
I'm what you wanted me to be.
I don't understand.
I know. You've been here before.
Dude, I forgot how good this cutscene was. Oh,
You just don't remember. You can't. What comes from the light returns to the light.
Well, what if what I want is to stay here? With you?
If that's the fate you make. But you're always with me, Cade. Guardians, ghosts, the Traveler. We're all connected. We're...
this is... I'll say this. This is why I liked Edge of Fate so much. Because the cutscenes in Edge of Fate
Devotion.
still
Sacrifice.
felt on par with this. Obviously, this has more weight because it's a finale. But the cutscenes of Renegades just did not feel this way. And I think Edge of Fate's narrative just was on par. I'm sorry. Especially with all the plot twists with Ikora and what the Nine are doing.
No! No!
Kate, what happened? What did you see?
Don't touch me! Don't! Don't touch me! Don't! No.
I don't think Renegades pulled it off. But listen, we're going to replay Renegades. And then we'll go from there. I'll see if I still feel the same way.
Devotion, bravery, sacrifice, death.
We finished this.
I saw her. I saw my Sundance. The witness kicked me out before I could get anything else.
Take your time. You can tell us
I don't know. That's the way to go into it.
Luzaku, thank you. What will you do now?
Contemplate. Protect. Plan. This one's place is here. Defiant to the all-aged lie. We all have our purposes.
You're staying to protect this place?
And your kin. They attacked us.
We are all our own individuals. This one cannot control them. They do as they feel is right. This one does not agree.
We should get back to Zavala and Ikora and tell them what we found.
Walk in the sky, Guardian.
All right. We're almost there. Almost through the final shape. I'm pretty sure we just have the strike, the mission where Tarj dies, and the finale. Unless
I don't know what to say.
I'm mixing something up. I could be.
Relayed. devotion, bravery, sacrifice. We all know the Guardian Creed, and the last word is death. I was hoping for more. I know you were too. I've been turning it over in my head, trying to understand what it might mean. Cade's vision showed him what he needed to see, told him what he needed to hear, what we needed to hear. If we don't make it out of here, I want you to know that I don't regret any of it. I'm yours, and you're mine. We're all connected. His vision showed Cade that too. Nothing has ever felt more true, except knowing you were my purpose when I found your bones. We're in this together, Guardian. Until the end.
Ghost is shaken by the traveler's message. Devotion, bravery, sacrifice, death. He doesn't know what reason the traveler has for reiterating the old creeds, but it's made him reassess what's important to him. And what is most important to Ghost is his guardian. You. You're in this together until the end. When you're ready, it's time to press on. The Witness's monolith looms large on the horizon. This is where they're like, Zavala went ahead.
Our silent God finally speaks, demanding faith, demanding death.
No. If it demanded death, then I wouldn't be here. The Traveler brought us together.
Liminalities. All right.
That's not death. I knew the moment I found you that we were made of the same stuff. Part of you called to a part of me. Nothing can break that. I've seen you at your
Rogue
lowest
rank
moment.
7.
When Hakim died,
There's a weekly challenge here to complete assist?
back.
Okay, so this is why I'm actually going to replay this and give this stuff a second chance, because there's a lot of new stuff that I just did not know was in the game. So, like, if we come here to Edge of Fate, see this blue engram here? That means here there's, I think, a weekly story where we can get
To finish.
like a powerful or a prime gear. It's better to show it on my Titan, who's unlocked all of this.
What else can?
That's what I was
But
made for.
I mean, looking here,
That's what I want to do.
so we don't get anything from this, right? We get these are the daily campaign missions. Combatant Power Delta. We get Pale Heart Weapon, Ascendant Shards, Ghost Reputation increases. And then we get this weekly challenge, Cyst Cleansed. And I think the weekly challenges give us XP plus. So that's another reason I want to do this, is I really want to work through. Oh, good. Let's see. I'm 303. Nice. We're gonna put the legacy campaign on. I want to really not unlock, but I want to utilize. So challenges give, according to this, challenges give XP plus. So there's 3 weekly challenges. Complete activities in the playlist to earn a special masterworked weapon with an additional origin trait, a large power boost, and increased gear tier. So this would give us the Masterworks Nox side reel 4. It'll give us Fire Team Ops gear, and it'll give us 50 chronologues, which help us buy past season past items. It'll give us XP plus and enhancement prisms, but only if we do 2 more Vanguard alerts. And then we have the same thing for the arenas, which are its own thing. We have the same thing for the Grandmaster, where we just have to do 1 of them, but it gives us more rewards. And I even think Crucible has its own. I thought it did. Could be wrong. So.
Guardian. Cade and Crow scouted a number of potential
Let's
paths
bang out
to get
this.
us closer to the Witness. They
Did it not
cited a
pair me
number
with
to
people?
guarding this pass. Take it out, and the way should be clear.
It did not pair me with people. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ban this. I'm gonna take a quick break. I gotta head to the. I'm gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do liminality, and then we're gonna go from there. All right. So I'll be right back. Okay. We're back. I'm gonna run downstairs and get a little snack. Okay? We're gonna jump into liminality. And hopefully it matches us with somebody. If not, wait, hold on. Does that also say weekly channel? Oh no, featured activities. Salvation's Edge. Which it doesn't even show us anything. So the thing I'm learning to just do more with Destiny is really to find my own fun. Because I think a problem with, especially with the old seasonal challenges, which I'm actually missing because I don't think orders are a better replacement, is
Guardian, Cade and Crow scouted a number of potential paths to get us closer to the witness. They sighted a tormentor guarding this pass. Take it out, and the way should be clear. Show no restraint. I want our enemy to know exactly what you're capable of.
I don't know. OBS is to, oh sweet, we got 2 people. This makes my life so much easier. I could do it solo, but I don't want to. There's a difference between doing it solo and wanting to. And right now, I don't want to. So. Oh, he's got the Edge of Fate cloak. Hmm. This will be fun. So what was I saying? Oh, that's right.
Lucent Hive?
I think when it comes to Destiny,
Trapped in the pale
oh good, I need snowball kills.
Enjoying the chaos, no doubt.
I think finding your own fun is going to be the name of the game until we get something substantial. And for some people, that's just playing the new activity. I think for me, it's rediscovering what's been added to the game, what's new to the game.
Taken wizard up ahead.
I want to make a snowball. Oh, damn.
Not attacking us.
Shouldn't have stood in the lava.
Sludge blocking our way.
A guard left by the witness. We're on the right track.
We can't even scratch that wizard's shields. We need something stronger. Something like that Ahamkara skull, resonating with taken energy.
Even the memory of an Ahamkara may have power.
There we go.
Tread carefully.
No. Use a guardian.
He looks good.
If it moves us forward, it's worth it.
Oh, he's got the Garrus helmet on. What's this Titan? This Titan looks like he's got some portal gear on.
Down and the way is clear.
Good work. If those Ahamkara prove to be helpful, you should look for opportunities to use them.
It's not like you to encourage recklessness, Zavala.
It's not like you, Ikora, to lecture on recklessness.
Man, Keith David was a really good pick.
There were other routes we could have taken, but you chose the most dangerous. Why?
Isn't this the sort of risk you've always demanded I take?
I miss Lance so much, but Keith David was a very good choice. Grab the snowball. Make a snow. Oh, it fell. Okay. You may be saying to yourself, why are you making a snowball? Why is a snowball important? Well, if I want to guild this title in the next 2 days, I need to defeat combatants with snowballs, so that's going to be done. Hit rank 30, which that's going to be done. And then I need to get final blows with stasis damage and snowballs and portal activities. Thankfully, I have the stasis LMG from Edge of Fate, which is great. Also, any stasis primary would do. I could whip out the Aegis Scepter build on my Warlock and just run that. But the snowballs grant bonus progress, so any chance I can use the snowballs, I will. Especially in something like solo ops. Snowballs in the conflux, smack. Snowballs here, probably go hard too. Because I think there's a lot of thralls here. Snowball? Can you register for me, please? I don't care that I blew myself up. It was totally worth it. I only need 2 more. Reach rank 30, which hopefully I can do in the next 2 days. I don't know if I will. We'll see. I have today and tomorrow to get daily challenges done. I don't know if 6 challenges are enough to carry me to rank 30. But, you know, we'll see. We'll find out. If they are, they are. If they're not, yeah, they're not. Ooh. That's actually huge that we got that XP boost. I've been grinding for that. Because it'll help me level up my... Are we just farming out here? It'll help me level up my season pass faster. So let's just... Let me take a look real quick.
We should have taken a different path. One that's more direct.
So now we get plus 40%, plus the ghost mod. So I should be able to level up my season pass a bit faster.
This isn't about the Traveler. It's about hitting back hard.
Hell yeah. It's about sticking it to the man. Aw, I wish the snowball broke that. That would have been fun. Look at all them Ahamkara tendrils. Snowball. Had to waste it.
Ikora, should we be worried about the pulsing Ahamkara guts in the walls?
You should always be worried when there are guts in the walls.
Huh. Oh, is this what they are? Is that what I was referring to? Yeah, okay. I can't believe I missed that line my first time through. We'll wait for Buddy. We'll wait for, a calm Colonel. Alright, let's go.
Tormentor, ahead.
You already know what to do.
I think this is the one that fills with lava. Cataxia, Tormentor of the Ahamkara. Bam. Did that first try, too. Nice. Buddy took my snowball.
We've wounded it. It won't get far.
It's okay.
Guardian, between you and me, I like Zavala's moxie, but this ain't him.
Oh, I think these... Does this count as a portal activity? It has to. You know what? Easiest way to tell. I should have done this from the start. We'll come down to the title. All right. It probably doesn't because we're in the expansion version of the mission. But we're gonna see. Just gonna pull you guys forward. I'm not waiting.
Enemy signature incoming.
Dog
It's gone.
water.
For now, at least.
Oh well. Oh well, what are you gonna do? So in 5 minutes we'll get new daily. It has to be considered a portal activity because we're getting snowballs. I don't think we'd get snowballs if it wasn't a portal activity, but in 5 minutes we're gonna get all new daily challenges, which is good. Am I gonna get a reroll chip? If I can get a reroll chip, reroll chip,
Signatures. They're everywhere.
that would be huge. I don't know if we're gonna make it. We'll see. Okay, so let's keep track. I want to keep track of this. So we have 34% with stasis final blows. No. If my stupid... No, 34. So it's not... That's weird. It's letting us make the snowballs, but it's not counting them towards the progress? That's fine. All right, then. We'll just do the mission normally. Get our orders done anyway. Which will be good little nuggets of EXP, which will help us. Because the secondary benefit of running the old campaigns on my other characters is the fact that I'll get to level up my reward pass. Oh, okay. We're gonna break this guy's shield. Oh, that's not...
Ikora, Zavala. There's a whole town.
Why did
down
I put
here.
my tower there?
The architecture looks
That's weird. Hold on. What do I have equipped?
different.
I have Arc Strider equipped. Yeah, I don't have Storm's Edge. I have Gathering Storm.
Something from the witness's past.
That was weird.
Buried and abandoned in this mountain. Find out what it's hiding.
But be careful. We still don't know enough about its origins.
Give yourself to darkness. Only there will you find the answers you seek.
I remember when I played this for the first time, this was the biggest mind blower. Was that these things were
Hear
intellectual.
that? It spoke to us. It wants to help. Just as I told you before.
Yeah, see, he looks good. He's got that.
Listen to yourself,
He's got a mix of
Zavala.
different armor sets on, but he looks spacey. He looks like a space.
I don't even
Uh,
recognize you.
That's what a guardian looks like to me.
People change.
I don't like change that can cost lives.
That isn't your decision to make.
This guy also looks pretty good. I will not lie.
Took unimaginable risks.
That's enough. Focus on the mission. Get your eyes off each other's throats and put them back on that tormentor.
I forgot we have to fight the boss still. Fight the boss. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Before we run in there, I am going to check my orders. I think they're not going to refresh until we leave the mission. But I'm not leaving this mission just for new challenges. But we are going to speedrun the mission. That's right. It's this, and then I believe it's the final mission, and then I have Excision. And then we beat the final shape. Not bad. I will say I do like this arena a lot. There he comes. What's up, big boy? Hey, I'm gonna absolutely ruin your life because I have Kvashtov, and I can just sit here and do that. And do this. You missed. You're trash, kid. All right. All right, he's going to that one. We'll go to this one. It's like the end of Last Wish. We'll revive him. I'm just gonna drop this right on him. You can suppress me all you want, homeboy. I already hit you with my arc staff, so you're kind of boned. Hate to break it to you, but it's, you know, it is what it is.
The hive finally caught up to us.
Take my bolts back. Grab this diamond lance. Now I forget where the other two are. There's 3 this time. Oh, that's right. We gotta beat this guy. Beat this guy, beat this guy, beat this guy, and this guy, and this guy. Farming Shadow Thrall. Alright, where do we... do we not go... Activate Ahamkara skulls with taken energy. Who has the... A skull is invoked. Alright, here he comes again. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Bonus damage. You're dead. GG's, boys. GG's, that's a wrap. I didn't even know he had a weak spot in his back, to be honest. So, you learn something new every day.
We did it. The way is clear.
Give yourself to darkness. Only there will you find the answers you seek.
Just gonna grab these strange coins, man. Oh, I should go see Xur. I can go see Xur. I will allow myself that. Especially because I have 200 strange coins that I need.
More riddles. Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. What does that even mean?
I don't know, but the Traveler wants
It means if you
alive.
devote yourself, you will be brave, and if you will be brave, then you will make the ultimate sacrifice.
You once told me that to do nothing is cowardice. And now, you'd rather lose everything than to risk making the wrong move. But you aren't even thinking about that. You're just afraid to lose me like we lost Cade. Commander, you're out of line! Stay out of this. You weren't there. You don't know what happened when you died on us.
You're right.
It's got a point.
I can't lose you, Zavala.
Someday you will. And you'll have to learn to live with that.
There we go. Stand triumph. Okay. Okay. Now the question is, did we go for it? Did we just beat the final shape? Time. 12. All right.
Excellent work. Answers are finally within our reach. Give yourself to darkness.
Zavala, this is reckless. And that's coming from me.
Oh yeah, King Reckless
You're not
over
just gonna
there.
Let him do this, are
No
you?
one lets me do anything. I am Vanguard Commander, and you will follow my orders.
And
What is
we're
this?
your friends. We can find another way. The Traveler...
The Traveler can't help us. It could never help us. I gave it everything I had. And it keeps taking.
Does Gifted Conviction even have a...
You have us. You have Cade back. Your fire team.
Oh, dude. That's such a cleaner ornament.
That's not enough.
All right, Crow, come on. Let's finish this. Right? Am I remembering wrong? Or is this the final mission? I think it's the... Red Moon Steps. I forgot about that armor set. Wow. I'm pretty sure.
Bad news. The commander's left camp alone without his ghost. Tarj needs our help tracking him down. Zavala believes he'll find the witness's weakness by giving himself to darkness. We knew what the risks were when we came here. That we might not all make it back out. Zavala better than anyone. I know he's trying to protect us by going alone. It's why he left Tarj behind. He pretends he's dismissed Cade's vision, but we've both seen...
I want to see what
behind
the
his
mission
eyes.
list is.
Zavala is ready to embrace his final death, just for a chance to destroy the Witness. He needs us.
Believing there will be no other options to fight against the Witness, Commander Zavala has left camp on a mission to give himself to the darkness. What's worse is that he might not be wrong. If the Traveler can't provide you with answers about what to do next, then maybe the entity that reached out to Zavala can. Whatever happens, he shouldn't have to face it without his ghost. Partner with Tarj to prevent Zavala from losing himself to darkness. Okay. This is what I said we were going to do this. I said we were going to use whatever new gear we get. Descent. Alright, so we do have 2 more missions. And then we have to do Excision. So, let's find a good shader for this. Let's use some of the Final Shape shaders, shall we? Gotta be a better one. And right, Seafoam. Actually, oh, that glows? Look at that glow effect. I didn't know it did that. We'll use that one. Let's read the lore. He is the closest thing I will ever have to a son. Aboard Empress Keidel's flagship, the Elagos Lex 5, there is a community space of colorful cloth banners and solemn silence contained within a repurposed hangar bay. The center of this area is a chunk of land harvested from a royal garden, a piece of the Cabal homeworld excised in haste on the day that Torabottle fell. 3 gnarled trees, a bed of moss, spotted with tall grasses. We're initiating Operation Amkara. As Commander Zavala's voice booms over comms, Empress Keidel rises from the moss and lumbers past gnarled wood, her meditation cut short. She is quick to descend the rocky stairs carved into the side of her fragmented world, past numerous handwritten messages from her people bound to twisting roots protruding from the soil, messages to those who were left behind. Pleas for forgiveness, promises for revenge. Empress. There is a palpable tension in Valus Forge's voice as he hurries into the hangar, breezing past Keidel's tusked honor guard as he does. I heard. We ready our fleet for the signal to depart. As Valus, you will lead our ships into the breach the moment the commander gives the all clear. Saladin Forge hesitates. His gaze drifts down, and Keidel sees a foreign moment of vulnerability in him. For a moment, Saladin hears doors slamming shut, sees Lady Yolder's face consumed by fire. Keidel stops beside Saladin, facing away, shoulder to shoulder. For a moment, she too hesitates. Her massive hand gently taps his shoulder. I let him leave again. Keidel feels the weight in Saladin's voice. The specter of Zavala's past haunts this moment beyond the nightmares on the Leviathan. I wasn't there for him when Hakim died, Saladin adds quietly. Keidel watches him as he speaks his truth, looks into his eyes, sees him. She understands. Zavala held on to that guilt like a bleeding wound, she offers. If he should fall, do not repeat his mistakes. It will not be the guilt for you. It will be a battle standard you hold aloft for the universe to see. Saladin's gaze does not waver from Keidel's. She sees him. I don't want that day to come. I know. Some good lore, dude. Final Shape had some good lore. Okay. So here's where we stand. We're going to run double primary. I don't care. That's what we're going to do. So, because Kvashtov is just too good to give up. Do I want to run double primary? Not really. And I'm built into Arc, so we won't use this. But it's here in case I change anything. In case we get a different kinetic weapon. All right. So there's 2 missions left. There's Descent and Iconoclasm. And then Excision. So there's 3 missions left. All right. So we've been live for like 2 hours. So a little over 2 hours, which is around the minimum. I don't want to stream for any less than 2 hours unless I have a commitment and I can only do short streams. So what I will say is this. We're going to stop here. Next week, we're going to finish Final Shape and probably start Edge of Fate. Or I'll jump back into Edge of Fate. I've already started it, like I said. And I don't think I can redo any of it. Let me check. I never know. I could be wrong. 100% could be wrong. Let's go to Edge of Fate for a second. I don't think I can replay Edge of Fate missions. I can't. So, next Sunday, we will... Oh, yeah, here it is. Challenges. Seasonal bonus powerful gear. That's for the raid. Okay. So, next week, we'll take care of Edge of Fate, and then we'll probably jump into... I'm sorry. Next week, we'll take care of Final Shape, and then jump into Edge of Fate. I'll be going live Tuesday at 10 a.m. Like I said, we're going to start Doom from 2016 as we begin to tackle my 103 game plus backlog. Super excited. I can't wait to get into it. I can't wait to see you guys there. Thank you guys all for stopping by today. I hope you had a fantastic time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a fantastic start to your new week. And I will see you next time.